The instruction video here for PlaneFL. So here I'm going to give you the details of how to do multiplane um, 4D animation using Photoshop and After Effects. So start in Photoshop, click that, and again pause, rewind, and move the playhead wherever you need to be to get the parts you need. If you're watching this for the first time and just getting this project going, great, let's do it. So I'm going to go File, New in Photoshop. I'm going to go to Film and Video under New Documents, and I'm going to go here to HDTV, and I'm going to call it PlaneFL. All right, click Create. If these blue guides bother you, they could be turned off just by going up to the View and clearing the guides. Those are just guides. You don't need them, and if you want to clear them, clear them. All right. Now, what I want to do is make sure I'm going to draw three rectangles without any fill. So you want to go up to well, first you want to click on and make sure you have the rectangle tool here. It might be another tool like the custom tool, whatever the last basic shape tool that you used, but it's in the spot right below the selection tool. And we've got a rectangle. I'm going to go up here to fill and turn off fill. And then for the stroke, set the stroke color to whatever it is you want. And then come out here onto the stage, cancel, and go up to the top left corner, click hold. Oh, nope, Command Z. Actually, first, I want you to go up here and change the thickness of the stroke to 25 pixels. Now, click hold and drag, and you will have a nice rectangle. Close those properties out. And do another one just inside of that. And do another one just inside of that. Okay? So you've got three rectangles that you drew. They're on your layers panel over here. There they are. If you don't see your layers panel somewhere in the bottom right area, you can go up here to Window, Workspace, Reset Essentials, and then you should see them right here. And let's see. We want to find the layer that says background layer and drag it into the trash can. So we should just have our three rectangle layers with checkerboard in the back. And that's it. Now you're ready to save this and move on to the instructions we need for After Effects. So I'm going to go up here to File, Save As. It's going to be PlaneFL if it isn't already. And make sure it's in Documents. And go ahead and click Save. Also, the format, make sure it's Photoshop. Yours might look like this, so make sure it says Photoshop. And click Save. All right. And then go up to Photoshop and quit. Now we're going to open up Adobe After Effects, which if you don't have it on your quick start bar yet, you're going to go to the Launchpad, new program. We haven't used it before this project or this assignment. Look for the After Effects Creative Cloud 2018. This guy, the purple AE that says After Effects CC 2018. Click on that. If this is the first time you've turned on After Effects, it might take a few minutes for the AE to stop bouncing and for this application to open up. I opened it up this morning on this computer, so it should open up pretty quickly here. It's probably going to take longer for you. All right, so go ahead and hit the red X. If you get this quick start bar, this Get Started window, just hit the red X. And then behind that, you should see New Composition. So let's click on that. And up here, the composition name is PlaneFL. And we want to make sure it says 10 seconds for the duration. So change that 3 that you see, change that to a 1. So this is what your duration should be, and that's 10 seconds, okay? PlaneFL up here, 10 seconds here. The preset should already say HD TV 1080 with the 2997. Click OK. And I'm sorry, let me go to the single view. So this is what it should look like. All right, so over here is our reference panel. These are the things that we import or create. We just created a composition, so there it is. This is the layers panel. Connected to the layers panel is the timeline, which we have nothing yet. We have 10 seconds. We have a 10-second timeline. There's our video right there. Boom. And then we have a preview screen at the top. Okay, so those are the main areas. I want to go now and import that Photoshop image. So File, Import, File, click. Go to your Documents folder and look for PlaneFL. It's alphabetical, so you might have to find it alphabetically. PlaneFL.psd, that one right there. See that? Click Open. And now here's where you got to be very careful. Don't speed through this. You want to change it from footage. Yours says footage, so change it to composition, retain layer settings or sizes. See that? That last choice. And then for the radio buttons, pick the second radio button, the merge layer styles into footage. So it should be like that before you click that. Okay, so look, and then click OK. You have a folder listed now on your list of things you've imported. Click on that folder word, click, hold, and drag down into your layers panel. And now you should see those 3 layers. If you have any layers you want to get rid of, click out. If you brought in the background layer, let's say, by accident, you should have gotten rid of that, you could click on it. Let's say that says background, and then go and click, drag it into the trash can, which is hiding over here, okay? But I don't actually want to delete any of these. All right, so now, first thing I need to do is switch to 2 views, because I only have 1 view here. So I'm going to click right down here, and I'm going to go to a 2-view horizontal view. Yours probably looks, no, it's probably going to be the same as this one. So, nope, sorry, wrong one. You can't see that. Nope. Oh, I just made a big mistake. All right, don't do any of what I just did. Okay, there we go. Pause here. Let me get this fixed. This guy is going to be fit up to 200%, and this guy is going to be up to fit 200%. There. Okay, now I got the 2 views there that I want. Okay. And I need to turn these into 3D layers, and that's going to happen right here in this column. Look for that cube, and right below it, click the cube on each of the layers there. Okay. And you should see now the view changes and looks like this. This is the Z-space view. Over here is our X and Y view. So it's the plane view, looking straight at it like you would look at a computer screen. And this would be like looking down on top of the computer screen. And the layers are right there on the same plane. So I want to move these, stretch these out. So I'm going to click on these layers here. Okay, yours should have gone a little quicker than that, but you'll see that you have the Z, the blue arrow, that's Z. Put the tip of the arrow up to that, and you should drag out and put that layer into the back of the Z space. Go back to the center till you get that blue arrow again, and send that guy back. Okay, so there's our 3 layers, and now we've spread them out in Z space. Come on. you can just grab it now. Once it's spread out, you can grab it. You can move them around, and you can see the effect you have it on it as you look at it from the screen. But you can move it around on this view to move it around in the, what would that be, the X direction and the Z direction. Okay, the X and the Z. And that green dot is the Y. So red is X, blue is Z, green is Y. Watch what happens when we move the green. See, it goes up and down. Oh my God, there's so much you could do with this. Okay, so anyway, I'll put that back. Now I have my 3 layers. I need to put a camera. So I'm going to click out. So I deselect all the layers once I've got my layers in place that I want. And I'm going to go up here to Layer, New, and Camera. Boom. Camera I'm going to choose is going to be the 50mm camera. I'm going to click OK. And you can see that that camera is off, out of view. It's down here. So I'm gonna zoom out so I can see. But before I do that, I want to click on this pivot point right here. This guy right here, see that? And I'm going to send it, it's going to kind of push it up. So it's up here. And now I want to zoom out on this so I can see the camera, which is high, it's just out of view right now. So this is at 40%. So I'm going to click and I'm going to make it, let's say 12.5%. There we go. So this is, it's pretty small. Especially on my screen. Your screen's going to be much better. You probably don't even need to zoom out as much. I just put a 12.5 for the screen view that I've got for this training video. And you want to get up near that camera, and you can move that camera. See that? You can move that camera around. Look at that. It's pretty cool. Okay, go around behind it. And we're spinning around that pivot point. So it was good we put it behind us. So it's going to be easy for us to kind of zip on through it, right? See that? And that's the effect. That's a multi-plane effect that we want. We could actually paint a separate scene on each of these layers, and as you push through it, you could create a pretty cool animation as you move through. Makes you look like you're moving through some kind of landscape. All right, so let's do some animation now. We're almost done with this. We've got 10 seconds, and I want to show you how to use keyframe animation. Again, here's our scrubber. So it is when decided by the scrubber, and where decided by where you want the camera. Okay, so let's start, move back here for the camera view, for the first camera view at 0 seconds. Now I've got to be able to program this in. So I'm going to twirl open right here. See what, a little triangle? Twirl it open, and that gives us some settings on the camera. Twirl open transform, and there's the position. Well, there's a whole lot of stuff in there, and I'm losing my layers in my little view here. So I'm going to actually collapse those triangles back to where I was at. And with this layer selected, the camera layer selected, I'm just going to hit P. And that will just open up the position setting. This makes life a lot easier for us because that's the only option or value that I want to mess around with is the position. I'm going to click this little stopwatch right there next to it to the left. And that's going to be, it's like doing a motion tween now. That's what turns motion tweening on, like what we did in Animate. So now it's when and where. So I've got it where I want it at 0. I'm going to put the, I'm going to move my scrubber to 2 seconds. You might have more detail. Look for where it actually says 0, 2 seconds or 2 seconds. Don't worry about the little 30F, 20F, 10F. Those are frames, and those are in between seconds, right? So find where your actual seconds are. It should be 1/10 of the way across for the 10 sec, for 1 second. 2 seconds should be 2/10 of the way across the timeline, right? All right, so I'm going to go to 2 seconds, and I'm going to move my, I just accidentally scrolled. The scroll on the mouse will allow you to zoom in and out, okay, which is good and bad. It's good, actually. All right, so now I'm just going to kind of move the camera maybe over here. Right, oops, grab the wrong one. Let me Command Z that. Okay. Then I'm going to go to 4 seconds. Let's say, see the diamond? That's the keyframe. It recorded that spot. Now I can grab, it got Y again. I got to stay off that Y. Let me Command Z that so I don't change Y, actually. And I want to just click on it when it doesn't have any letter next to it, and maybe at this time I come back over here. Get back to the view that I could see everything. Then I'm going to go to 6 seconds. And I'm just going to work my way across now and record. Oops, did it again. You guys will have, you'll see this a little bit bigger, so it won't be as sensitive as mine is being right now. Let's put 6 seconds there. And I'm just going to finish up 10 seconds. And kind of, oops, did it again. Command Z. There we go. And I'm just going to push right on through on an angle. You come in through this way too, of course, right? So anyway, gonna have fun there. So there we have our 10 seconds of animation, right? Let's hit the space bar to play it in real time. And again, you decide how you want to do the motion with how you want to record the motion. You decide when and where. You don't have to copy me. Do something more clever than what I did. All right, hit the space bar again. I'm done. I'm going to do a file save as. And I'm going to call this PlaneFL and keep it as an After Effects project in my Documents folder and save it. And now I'm ready to export it. So I'm going to go ahead and I think actually make that a separate training video because this one's already getting pretty long. So I'm going to stop here. You can go up here down to After Effects and quit After Effects. If you're ready to watch the training video on how to export, there's still more time in class. You probably need about 10 minutes to do the export and get it on your website. Then go to back to the School of G assignment for this PlaneFL and watch the second training video on how to export. Okay, good luck. Thanks. Bye.